My name is Pavel Aleabov. I'm with Southwestern Advantage. I've been with Southwestern for 12 years now. I was born in Chisinau, which is the capital of Republic of Moldova. When I was growing up, my father divorced my mom when I was 5, and he tried to be a part of our lives. We're 3 kids in the family. I'm the oldest. We were raised by grandma and my mom, and our grandma was always a role model to us. To be completely honest, I was a mess in high school. I was always getting really good grades, but behavior-wise, I was a big troublemaker. And teachers loved me. It was a love-hate relationship. They loved me for the fact that I was, performing well academically, and they absolutely hated me because of my behavior in the classroom. I grew up what they call the hood. Probably 30% of the people in our neighborhood, they went to jail for one reason or the other. So our high school was considered not the best in town. One thing that really did change the trajectory of my teenage age as well, it was the swimming. I started swimming and it kind of pulled me out of the bad influence and put me in a group with people who are pretty outstanding, people who are having a great life and following by example type of deal. So that was a big life-changing moment. I went to college to State University of Moldova. It's the biggest state school in Republic of Moldova. My undergrad was the faculty was mathematics and computer science with emphasis in information management. And then I went to study my master's degree with the emphasis in databases and knowledge. I've heard about Southwestern when I was in my sophomore year of college. Back in Eastern Europe, we have a work and travel program. It's basically a cultural exchange program where international students come to the US to work for the summertime, make some money, get some experience, and fly and take that back to their home countries. And one of the jobs that was available was Southwestern, and that's how I heard about it. My initial thoughts about Southwestern Advantage program was that you get what you put into the program because you don't get any guarantees, and that was kind of attractive to me. Some people will freak out when they hear that. Another thing, I thought it would be a really good way of developing communication skills, because not having any level of English, I literally could say yes, no, and smile. That's the only level of English I had. And it logically made sense to me that if you want to get better at speaking and communicating, you go out there and you talk to as many people as you possibly can. And when you speak with almost 3,500 families or people over a 3-month period, it definitely develops your communication skills. My mom thought about Southwestern Advantage program that it's not a good idea for me for the summertime. She thought that I need to get a real job as being aka a lifeguard. And she thought she actually was not on board until my 5th summer, when she started seeing some progress. And actually after I took her to Prague, I paid for her trip to Prague and she came and hang out with all the people we work with. After that year, she was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, and it does make a lot of sense. And it took her 4 years to go from the biggest skeptic I had into now one of the biggest supporters. The experience of my first door was really funny because I tried to find a perfect door. I'll drive on my bike around the neighborhood in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'll look for a perfect door to knock on. Realistically, they were just an excuses because there are no perfect doors. So I'll drive like, oh, this door is too blue. Oh, this door is too old. Oh, this door I just don't like it. So I would keep on driving, and I cycled probably for about an hour and a half across the whole neighborhood. I was like, oh, all these doors are not good. Like, that's not a perfect door. At some point, I put myself together. I went to the first door, knocked on the door, and nobody answered. And I was like, oh, this is easy. Let's go. Just start knocking on doors. And It turned out okay. My first door, actually, when people answered the door, I woke a lady up, so she was not too happy about it. But since I didn't speak too much English, I didn't really understand what she said. I just read the body language that she was not happy. But the moment when I felt when things clicked and started working out, it was week 5. I remember that clearly. It was a mom's week that summer. Like, you will basically work, you will dedicate that week to your mom. And the moment when I realized when it actually clicked is because when I went out on the field, it felt like I knew exactly what I'm going to say. It felt like I'm super calm, very in balance, like in harmony inside. And that day was my first day when I actually did really well in terms of sales. And from there it just went up and up and up. The reason why I kept on coming back is because every summer will be different from the previous one. Even you think it will be the same, but it's not. Especially when you have every summer a chance to experience different levels of responsibility, different levels of skills that you learn. For example, like first summer you learn how to manage yourself, manage your money, manage your time. It's very self-centered first summer. Second summer, when you have a pretty decent team, you learn how to manage people, which is great skill to learn. Southwestern Advantage experience taught me empathy, and it taught me that everybody is different, and it has, we all have to be respectful to each other's opinion and the way we do things, because not everybody does things the same, and it does not necessarily mean that the person is wrong. They're just different, and that's okay. And I think it will be a pretty common answer for everyone. I just started appreciating my parents a lot more and what they've done for us throughout the years, and just the willingness to pay back at least a little bit and thank them for all the sacrifices, sleepless nights, all the things that they have done for us when we're growing up. It just gives you a lot bigger perspective of what a good parent is like. In the next 5 years, I see myself being a part of the Southwestern family of companies and helping unite even more all of our companies and help every company use resources that other company has. A lot more important, just learning and growing, starting a family, settling down finally in one place. That's what I'm really excited about.